Sometimes there's a little delay when I hit the button. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up and Makeup chat. I'm crossing my fingers on the sound this week because it seems like every other chat I do the sound sounds good and then it sounds bad. And I keep doing the same thing every single week, so I don't even know why. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm still getting used to the software that YouTube makes you use an outside software in order to do live chats. I'm still getting used to the software because I had to change a month or so ago. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Welcome to live chat. Today, we're going to do an Ask Me Anything. I don't think I've ever opened up a chat for an Ask Me Anything. It's always been like, you know, let's hang out or whatever. Like, I've never said Ask Me Anything, like, specifically. So we're going to try to keep it family friendly as much as possible. I'm pretty good at talking in code, you know, like the whole, when something isn't quite appropriate, but I can kind of like tell the adults in secret what I'm talking about kind of thing. I'm pretty good at that. So if you guys want to ask me that kind of stuff too, I don't care. I'm seriously like, I've always been very, very, very open. Like, it's just, I don't have walls, and that's part of my problem on the internet is I have no walls. But I think that it's, you know, I like being transparent because it's a lot easier. It's really easy being transparent because then you have nothing to hide. And no one can ever get anything on you because you've always told everybody everything, so there's never any tea to spill. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I thought that would just be fun, especially since I have so many new subscribers and people that may not know me very well. So I figured we would just hang out and get to know each other a little bit, and then we'll get back to like serious makeup talk next week. I meant to go grab, I bought a couple of things I meant to go grab, but it's nothing really that exciting. So let me tell you, you guys know I'm a Supernatural fan of the show Supernatural. They came out with a new eyeshadow palette at Hot Topic that, of course, I had to purchase. I bought one. I have it. It's like right over there. But I bought one, and then they just came out with another one. They're really not very good quality. You can get a decent look out of them, but they're really not very good. And then I got a liquid lipstick set that I haven't even opened yet, and it's got holographic lip gloss in it. So I figured I would try it. It might actually have little hollow flecks in it. I don't know yet, but I meant to go get that, and I just remembered I forgot. I went to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little bit like barely awake, so hopefully it works out. But before we go into the questions, I want to go ahead and say hello to the people that are here in live chat. Go ahead and scroll up a little bit, and hopefully the sound is okay. Ooh. It's like, it breaks my heart when people say, you know, your sound sounds terrible. And it's like, no, I really don't. Not while I'm live. I can't hear anything. All right, so AJ is here. My friend. Super Bowl 52. Yeah, Super Bowl's today. I probably won't be watching much. I'm not a big football person. My family is. My family's big Redskins fans. But I grew up with the Super Bowl on, all that. And I was a football manager in high school. I was really, really big into our high school football team, like really into like going to games and cheering them on. And when they lost, we went to the playoffs one year. No, we went to like the championships one year, and I like cried with the team and everything because I was like so into it. But I don't know. I can't really I'm not a big sports person, so I probably won't watch much today. And my daughter has a singing concert today, so I won't, we're already spending a lot of time doing that and spending time with her, so I probably won't watch it. But it seems like the Patriots always win, so root for the underdog. Amber is here this morning. Karen is here. Christina is here in frozen Alberta, Canada. Oh my gosh, stay warm. The Gold Digger is here. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Gina is here. I don't feel like I've seen Gina in a while either. What's up, Gina? Sanjida. I'm going to say Sanjida. Hopefully I got it right. Hello to you. Valerie is here. Hello, Valerie. I was just talking about you with my family last night about when I saw Jared Padalecki on the street and how I had to go on my Twitter and tell you that I saw him. Actor from Supernatural. Claudia's here, Sydney's here, Liz is here. Hello, welcome back, Liz and Sydney. Banshee Muse, welcome back. Amber is here. Megan is here. Thank you, Megan. One of our wrench wenches. The chat people have little wrenches next to them, so they've named themselves the Wrench Wenches. Latina is here, and Saucer Jess is here. She always leaves me cute little hearts on my comment section. So thank you, Jess, for being here. All right. If I did not say good morning to you, good morning to you. I hope that you are well. Joanne, what's up? Haley is here. Yes. Oh, Elizabeth's got her banana pancakes and coffee. Oh my gosh. Making banana pancakes, pretend that it's the weekend. No. Any other John Mayer fans here? I love John Mayer. Steph says she's a Giants fan, so I can't root for the Eagles or New England, so I'm rooting for baseball spring training. Good for you. Hi, Bobby. How are you? So good to see you. Bobby comments so much on my channel. Thank you, Bobby, for being here. And it's snowing in Ohio for Dawn. It's snowing here, too. We've got some good snow going on. If I wasn't worried about you seeing the giant mess that's in my room, I would show you the snow. But there is snow happening out my window right now. It's snowing pretty decent. We don't really have anything on the ground yet, but it's definitely snowing. But it's not bad. Oh, it's Jack Johnson. I always get them mixed up. You're right. Banana Pancakes is Jack Johnson. I always get them confused. I like them both equally, and I always get them confused. I've never seen either one in concert, even though I would love to. So let's go ahead and get into some questions. Oh, Angie's taking her daughter to ballet. Oh, my daughter took ballet for a really short period of time. I wanted her to do ballet, but she wanted to dance her own way. And she didn't like ballet because she had to listen to what the teacher wanted her to dance. And she didn't like that, so she quit. Because she just wanted to dance, but the teacher wanted her to do specific things. She was like, nope. She was only like 3 or 4. Hello, Gigi. How do you feel after all, hold on a second. How do you feel after all the positive vibes in the community after your creators until 1,000 subs video? Oh, okay. Want your thoughts because you did such a wonderful thing. Oh, Gigi, you know what? This is the thing about if you don't know, I recently did a video where I shouted out channels. I spent hours looking at channels that had under 5,000 subscribers. I think they all had under 3,000 subscribers, actually. I don't think any of them had over maybe even 2,500 subscribers. And I put them in a video, and you can find it on my channel. But, you know, I don't think that people realize how good it feels to help people. I feel like, you know, some people, they're so into doing their own thing and trying to stay out of drama and, you know, just being on their streamline of what they're doing for themselves. They don't realize how amazing it feels to help other people. And, you know, I feel like I got as much out of it, which was unintended. Like, I didn't even realize, like, how, like, I went into it, you know, knowing that I just wanted to help people because I know how hard it is to grow a YouTube channel. It's so stinging hard. I've been doing this 5 years, finally crossed 100,000 subscribers, and I've always felt like my content has been overall good. You know, I've gone through different, different stages. I've improved my lighting, I've improved my background, I've improved, you know, different things here and there. But overall, my content's relatively the same, you know. I've tweaked things here and there, but I'm still me. I still review things with my same tone, with my same honesty. And I feel like, you know, there are so many really good channels. When I started watching these channels and people were saying they were going to be demonetized and I saw how good they were, it's like, what is going on? That there's so many good channels out there and they're completely hidden. I was like, this is ridiculous. Well, I guess I've always been kind of a loudmouth. So whenever I see, like, you know, somebody called me a social justice warrior the other day, and I know that's an insult, but I believe in helping people. You know, I believe that if somebody is down, you lift them up. And if that's a bad thing, then I don't want to be a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to help people because it's like, you know, if we all just looked out for each other, can you imagine how awesome this world would be? So once I did it, and then I realized, like, I cried like multiple times when people were telling me, oh my gosh, my subscriber numbers just doubled. Oh my gosh, I just got 1,000 subscribers. Some of these people that had under 1,000 subscribers now have 2,000 subscribers. I mean, it's just unreal. And that takes years. And they gained them in a couple of days. And it wasn't because of me. This is what I was telling them. It's not because of what I did. I mean, yes, I put them in front of people's eyes, but if people didn't like their content, that's why I put the little clips of their channels. If people didn't like their content, then people wouldn't go over and subscribe. You know? So it was their clip that I showed that brought people over. It was them that brought people over, not me. I just put them in front of people's eyes. And who taught me that and really enforced that in me? I mean, I kind of knew that, but what really enforced me that was Stephanie Nicole. Because when I got a big wave of subscribers from Stephanie, from doing the collab with Stephanie Nicole, that's what she said to me. She was like, Jen, you were already awesome. All I had to do was just show them that you existed. And I wish that bigger creators realized how good it feels to help people. And I don't think that they realize that I got just as much emotionally out of it as they did. I mean, I didn't get anything subscriber wise, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, I got so much out of it emotionally. I was so happy and it made me feel good. So if we could just get these bigger creators to understand that they will get something out of it, even if they don't gain subscribers, they're gonna get, it makes you feel so good to help somebody. You know what I mean? I know I've gone on and on and on about that for a while, but it's just amazing how helping someone can really impact you. And anybody can do it in their daily lives. I mean, whether it's returning a shopping cart for somebody, or, letting someone with one item in their hand get in front of you in the grocery line, or, I don't know, like whatever, somebody's $1 short at the gas station and you give them the $1. I mean, little things like that can make a huge difference for people. And I wish there was more of that in this world. I feel like we're so in it for ourselves lately as a society. So I don't know, that I went on and on and on for a while on that one. I'm sorry for how long I went on that one. Iris Loves Life says, I found Lauren May Beauty through you. Oh, I love her. I think she's great. Christina says, I've been into the Urban Abandoned Explorer videos. I don't know what that means. Urban Abandoned Explorer videos lately, and the beauty community can learn a lot from them. They support each other and work together and not competing at all. The Urban Abandoned Explorer videos. What is that? Am I going to fall down a rabbit hole, Christina? I think I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole. I think. Somebody says, what Coffee Cat says, Jen loves Stephanie Nicole, edgy and honest. And this is one thing that she would kill me if I, she knows saying this, but she is a really nice person. She's got this edgy vibe, this sharp, vibe, but she's a really nice person. She's got such a good heart, and she doesn't get to show that in her videos because she's reviewing products, but man, is she a good person. I'm just, putting that out there. She probably wouldn't be happy because she's going to ruin her reputation, is what she would say. Natasha says, helping someone or being nice doesn't even need to cost anything. So many people forget that. I mean, like, one thing that I do, like, I always think of the grocery store because I always feel like that is such a, like, all for me place. But, like, helping the cashier, like, I bring my reusable bags and I go to the end and I open up the bags, the reusable bags for the lady at the grocery store, or the man that's working the counter. My mom's worked in a grocery store since I was in 2nd grade. So anything I can do to help people in the grocery store, I always try to do. Because it's just, it can be such a thankless job, Emily says, going back to my question, how do you take your coffee? My coffee, I do milk only, no sugar. And I like flavored coffee. So I'll go to Starbucks and I'll get like a sugary coffee every once in a while, but I try not to drink my sugar if I can help it. I'd much rather have a big old chocolate bar than drink a sugary drink. That's just me. Jacqueline says, I love your coffee mug. I can't remember where I even got this from. Like, I've had it for so long, I can't even remember. Ida says, hi, Jen. Much love from New York City. Oh, I love New York City. You have done a selfless act. You're amazing, helping out small YouTubers. Oh, thank you. But like I said, like, I got so much out of it. It was, it ended up working out that I felt so good afterward. I would definitely do it again, if nothing else, helping people. But it made me feel happy, Bridget says, what's your top advice for a smaller YouTuber? Top advice is get to know your camera. The comfort level with the camera thing is one thing. When I looked at all these channels, that was the big thing that I think stands out between people that have channels that grow and channels that don't, is the comfort level, because people will look at their monitor over here and talk like this. And you lose that connection with your audience if you're not looking at the camera. And it's hard for people to relate to you if you're not looking at the camera. Also, getting comfortable and speaking to the camera like you would anybody else. I mean, if I'm, I've got my phone, my pop socket broke. I'm really upset, but I'm gonna do what I see a lot. This is the new palette from Urban Decay. It has 9 shadows in it, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you right now. And I just really like these a lot. They're really, really good. And it's just like this emptiness behind the eyes. And that I think people can see, and people don't realize, like, how much people can tell, like even your intonation, the way that you say words, the light behind your eyes. It's like acting to a point where, if you're not in it and really there and present in the video, people are going to be able to read it. You have to be present and there and talking to the camera like it's an actual human, because there are actual humans watching you. And it's that connection, I feel like, that a lot of small YouTubers are missing. So that would be my biggest thing. And it's free, just working on that camera presence. And I've told people before, because people ask me to like look at their channel and give them advice. And it takes me a really long time to do that. So I don't do it all the time, because it takes me a good half an hour to like type everything up, because I like helping people. But, even turning the camera, uploading a video with no intention of uploading it, recording a video with no intention of uploading it, and just practicing, just talking to the camera and pretending like it's a friend. I think that's a big thing. So, Monica loves beauty 420. Hello, my friend. You are very easy to watch and listen to, and I hear what you're saying. Oh, thank you so much. Lisa says, I started watching beauty videos years ago, but I found that more joy since watching the smaller channels. They're real, and the love is still there, and the passion is still there. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. But it's so hard to find them. That's the problem, is it's so hard to find them. Okay, this is what you guys need to do what Gigi's doing. Gigi is adding me, at jenluvsreviews. If you at me, I can see the questions better. Peggy says, I really like the fashion book. Hot Mess Mama, MD. Thanks, Jen. No problem. I'm glad that you like them. I like them too. Shelly says, I stopped watching a video yesterday because she was watching herself in the monitor the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it's distracting as a viewer. Gigi says, do you have an exciting birth story for one of your kids? I pulled my hip out with Lila. They gave me too much epidural. I had epidurals with both my kids. I give it to any woman that can do it without an epidural. But I couldn't feel my legs, and I was pulling my legs back, and I said, can I hurt myself? And they said no, and I hurt myself. So I still have hip problems because of that. I wouldn't say that's really exciting. Lila's got a cool birth story too, in that she was born on April 6th. It would have been the 7th if it wasn't a leap year that year. She was exactly 7 pounds, and she was born at exactly 7 o'clock. And she was 21 inches long, which is a multiple of 7. And she was conceived on the weekend of 7/7/7 in Las Vegas. I was at a wedding with John in Las Vegas, and that was when she was conceived. So she's our little 7/7/7 baby. John's was pretty. My water broke with John when Lila and I were in the library. We're in the public library picking out books when my water broke. So that's kind of a funny story. Let's see. Oh, everybody's adding me now. Yay. Okay, let me go back up to where Gigi was. So there's one after that. Jacqueline says, kind of playing off the advice question, what's the best advice you've ever received? Doesn't have to be about YouTube. Oh my gosh, so many things. I mean, I think, man, I'd have to think about that one, just because I feel like I implement so many people's advice to me. Like, I'm very open to advice. So just in general, I think my biggest change from, being a child to being an adult was when I stopped worrying so much about what other people think. I still worry about what other people think a lot, but I think trying to embrace myself and realizing that I'm not going to please everybody, I think I still struggle with that, but I think that that's something that was really good advice that I still need to work on, to be completely honest. But I think that that's the best piece of advice. I think that's great advice. If I could just follow it all the time, then that would be awesome. Alexandria says, Jen, I recently watched your old video on how to grow your channel. Most of the methods don't apply anymore. Could you make an updated one? Have you watched the one where it's about how to, it's the truth about improving your YouTube channel without spending any money? That one's still a good one. How to grow your YouTube channel. See, the thing is I don't think there's much you can do at this point. That's the problem, Alexandria. Like, as far as growing a YouTube channel, there's not much. I mean, like, other than the things that I mentioned in that video, as far as the things you can do for free, I mean, it's really all about being unique and doing something different, because there's literally thousands of beauty channels out there, and you have to, you know, going on with your monthly favorites, you have to, why does anybody care what your monthly favorites are over this person and this person and this person and hundreds of other people? So you trying to be unique, I think, is the most important thing, and those are the channels you see growing. You know, you look at, like, use Thomas Halbert as an example. I mean, he's blowing up right now. Raw Beauty Christie, blowing up right now. And it's because they have these raw, unique personalities. And, you know, of course, their lighting and all of that is perfect. But I feel like those are the channels that are really getting attention. They're the ones that have something unique to bring to the table personality-wise, instead of just with products or, you know, smoky eye tutorial kind of thing. So, I mean, I don't even think that I would even have enough material for a video about how to grow your channel, because I think there isn't really anything we can do at this point. I know that sounds terrible, but all you can do is try to do something that no one else is doing and hope that people like it. That's what I did with What's Up in Makeup. Trying to hope people would like it. And a lot of people do. Oh, Fallon says, just want to say I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Maggie says, my tough spot is editing. I need to learn so much. Yeah, I mean, Final Cut Pro X is great. That's what I use. Nadine says, did you see Emily's video about her kids picking her makeup? So cute. I saw the thumbnail and I want to watch it so bad. I haven't had time to really watch a ton of videos. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 YouTube screens tabs open right now of videos that I like started watching that I want to watch the rest of. I like have this, that's what I do, is I open up screens of YouTube videos and just watch them in little pieces, because I can never sit and watch an entire YouTube video, but that's definitely one I want to watch. I'm sure that it was incredible. Grace wants to know, how do you find small YouTubers? The best way is, like, let's say I want to know about the Total Temptation mascara. So I do Total Temptation mascara in the search, and then search by the newest, filter it by the newest videos. That's the best way, because it's going to give you the most popular ones by default. But if you search by the newest, you'll be able to find smaller YouTubers. That's what I do. Kitty says, I always talk to the camera as though I'm talking to my friends, because quite a few of them are. I pretty much think I'm talking to Lupe, Smurf Lupe. I know, right? I talk to Lupe through the camera too. Lupe is a long, long time subscriber. She's amazing. Gwen says, do you work out? How do you promote your body positivity in your personal and family life? I used to work out. I used to do CrossFit. I guess it was like maybe 4 years ago, something like that. I did CrossFit and I was buff. Like, I looked good. I looked really good. And then I realized that I just didn't like CrossFit. It was too intense. It was too much competition. And I was scared I was going to hurt myself all the time, even though I had amazing trainers. If you follow CrossFit, 12 Labors was the gym that I went to. It wasn't called 12 Labors then, it was called something else. It was like an offshoot, because there's a few different gyms that are called 12 Labors, but they go to the CrossFit Games all the time. So one of the guys that was a guy and a girl that were in the CrossFit Games, his name is Luke Espy. He was my main trainer that taught me how to do CrossFit, and he's amazing, but he's been in the CrossFit Games multiple times, and he's the nicest guy. And he was the only, him and oh my gosh, I can't even say, Krista Giordano. I didn't want to say it wrong. I'm like, Krista Giordano. Those two who've been in the CrossFit Games, those two were the ones that taught me how to do it, and they were so inspirational. But I was just so scared to hurt myself that I wasn't going to follow their directions accurately. But so I quit, and then I started just going to the regular gym and working out, and I have a bum foot, so I was having trouble with my foot swelling up after the gym, so I stopped going. Now my foot seems to be better, so I should go back, and my husband and I have talked about with me going back. I am probably in the worst shape I've ever been in my life, as far as like cardiovascularly and muscle wise. I'm not in good shape. But how do I promote body positivity in my personal and family life? I mostly just, I don't know, what do I do? I mean, we eat healthy foods with my family, and we talk about, you know, that the most important thing with being healthy isn't the way you look, but the way that you treat your body as far as your eating and your exercise. And my husband's a good example of that. So that's why I kind of say, look at daddy and how much he exercises. Don't look at mommy. Mommy doesn't exercise. But we all eat really healthy overall. Can't say we don't have a box of sugar cereal down there, but for the most part, we eat pretty healthy. So that's kind of how we talk about food a lot and the purpose of food. So hopefully that answered your question. Elise says, would you rather have a small collection that you love or a large collection you can explore? Oh, for makeup? Oh, that's a tough one, man. Can I have a middle ground there? Because right now I have too much stuff and I don't get to enjoy the stuff that I have. So, you know, it's one of those be careful what you wish for kinds of things where I always wanted to have a huge collection. And now that I do, I'm kind of like, I wish it was smaller, you know, overall, because there are things I can't part with because I love it. So I end up with all of this stuff, but I never get to use it because I'm always reviewing new things, you know? So somewhere in the happy middle there. Smaller than what I have now, but larger than what I had when I started my channel. There we go. If you ever want to see what my original makeup collection was, my very first video on this channel, you can sort my videos by oldest, is my entire makeup collection. It fit in a bag like this. Elise, oh, I already got Elise's. Thank you, Elise. Kara says, where did you get your glasses frames? America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses, and they're by Guess. They're not expensive. They're like cheapies. Actually, no, I think they might have been like more expensive for there, but they're not like fancy people glasses. Yuko says, I like Jen because you genuinely love makeup. I do. It's fun. Bobby says, my daughter is getting surgery on Monday. She's only 2. Oh, baby. Well, you know what? I mean, my kids have not had a lot of bad physical ailments. My daughter cut her neck open a couple of years ago. That was the scariest thing. And I just had to keep breathing. And, you know, I mean, you just got to breathe through it, I guess. I mean, I'm definitely not the person with the most experience on that, but I wish you well and your baby. Oh my gosh. It's heartbreaking to have to watch your kids go through things like that. I hope everything goes okay. Keep me updated, Bobby, and let me know how she's doing, okay? Jessica wants to know any plans for more kids. Nope, we're done. We are tapping out. Tapping out on the kids. My husband is no longer able to have kids. We made that choice to make it so that he could not have any more kids. So no more kids, even though the kids keep begging. And every once in a while I get baby fever and think, do we want to try to get that reversed? But no, I'm almost 42, so I'm getting a little old to have kids. And plus there would be such an age difference. I don't want to go through the baby phase again, man. Like, I love babies, but they're hard. Babies are not easy. Gina wants to know, what do you think of family vlogs where children are very present on film? I have no problem with family vlogs. I think that it's a choice that families need to make of whether they want their kids on camera or not. I think that it's also in how you present your kids too. You know, making sure that you're keeping in mind that there could be creepy people watching. So being really, really aware of, you know, what they're wearing, making sure they don't have anything on, any clothes that have their school name on them or anything like that. You know, making sure the kids know. You know, I would never live stream with my kids because I would be scared that they would say something identifying, even though they've been trained not to. You know, I've put the fear of God in them on that one. But, you know, just being really careful with, you know, what you present with your kids and being very deliberate. But I have no problem with, I mean, I put my kids in my videos and stuff, so I have no problem with it. Julie says, now you should start tag for other YouTubers to do the same. Well, I kind of made mine a tag a little bit. I didn't make it really a tag. I'm hoping that other YouTubers do it because there's no reason not to. You know, there's no reason not to. And it only takes a few seconds. If they don't want to make a whole video, fine. In the beginning of a video, that they're talking about something else, say, hey, spend 15 seconds. Hey, by the way, I discovered this channel. It's called, you know, Melissa Loves Makeup, and I just made that up. Melissa Loves Makeup, and it's a really good channel. You guys should totally check it out. Now, on to my topic of blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine if one of these 4 million subscribers, let's say Nikki Tutorials, just throwing it out because she's got a lot of subscribers. Can you imagine how many subscribers that person would get just from that 10 seconds? And I'm talking about if Nikki really loves Melissa Loves Makeup, not because Melissa Loves Makeup asked her, but because Nikki loves Melissa Loves Makeup. I just made it up. It's not real that I know of. You know what I mean? Like 10 seconds out of these people's lives could change someone's life forever. You know, it just, I don't get it. I don't get why they don't. I don't get it. They only collab with each other, and that's in every community. I mean, you look at like Shane Dawson. Well, Shane Dawson's been doing better at collabing with other people, but like you look at all of them, Tyler Oakley and all them, they only collab with big YouTubers and, you know, Superwoman and all them. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Ivy says, have you seen Desi Perkins' latest video? Lots of great filming and editing. That's one of my windows I have up. It's the Desi Perkins filming and editing video. I'm on the part where she's talking about the backdrops, and they just talked about hanging the backdrops. So that's on my list of things, one of my open tabs. Seems really good. Oh man, I just lost all my questions. There were a bunch of questions and I lost them. Natalie wants to know where I am in the U.S. I'm sorry if I'm missing your questions. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise. I had somebody message me. They said that they thought I was mad at them because I wasn't talking to them in live chat. I'm not mad at anybody. I don't see everything. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area, just outside of Washington, D.C., just north. And then now I live in the Baltimore area, just south. And I've lived in the Baltimore area since I went away to college in 2002. And I went to Towson University. Six Espinoza says, I'm getting my collection down to things I love and not just stuff I have to use. It feels so good. Yeah, I hear ya. Courtney at Fear Nick says, you can tell you love makeup too, Jen. I do. I have fun. I love colors. I've always loved colors. Most of my memories are in colors. Like when I think about my bedroom when I was in first grade, I think of the red carpet. You know, I had a bright red 70s looking shaggy carpet. That's what I think. I remember things in color. You know, I remember the beige of my grandmother's kitchen. So I love color. H Vanity says, I never returned makeup that was wrong for me, or I didn't like, I never returned makeup that was wrong for me or I didn't like for some reason, especially if it was a lower cost. I have tons of stuff I can't wear. How do I get over returning makeup? I think being responsible about your purchases, but understanding that it's just such a complicated thing because you're talking about landfill waste with returning makeup, which of course we want to avoid. But you're also talking about, you know, wasting your money on things that you'll never use. So, I mean, I return makeup. I just returned some stuff to Sephora the other day. I returned 4 things to Sephora. But of the things, you know, if you think of the other things that I bought in those purchases, I mean, I kept probably 15 things and returned 4. You know, I just try really hard to just keep, you know, be responsible in what I'm purchasing and intend to keep it when I buy it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that's just something you have to find within yourself. It's hard because everyone's got their things. It's really hard to give advice on that because it's such a personal thing. Natasha says, have you tried the Lime Crime Diamond Dew glitters yet? No, I haven't. They're brilliant. I get so many compliments when I wear them. No fall either. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Lime Crime. I was starting to warm up to them a little bit, like, because I don't like to hold things against people as much as possible. And if you don't know Lime Crime drama, if this is new to you, you can just Google Lime Crime drama and find the whole story. But I'm not a big fan of them. And it's like every time I start to be like, maybe Lime Crime, then I end up like, nope, not Lime Crime. They make some really weird choices sometimes. But I'm not opposed to trying stuff. I don't know. I don't want to buy stuff from Lime Crime though. I hate that I don't want to buy stuff from Lime. There's very few brands that I feel like that about. Let's see. Libra says, any tips on growing a brand new beauty channel? I think I already covered that a little bit earlier. Basically, I was just saying make a connection with the camera, but I don't want to repeat. But you probably just got here, so hi, Libra Beauty. Mostly making connection with the camera. Let's see. Juladay says, hi guys. Does someone try the mascara from Benefit? I have heard the mascara from Benefit. I have a very reliable source, my friend Sandra, who I met as a subscriber on my channel, and we've hung out multiple times. She said it's amazing, the Benefit mascara. So maybe it's good. Who knows? I think it's kind of weird. They did a whole trip over a mascara, but who knows? Maybe it's amazing. She says it's amazing. Mrs. says my mom had me at 39, my dad was 42. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible to do, but I think I'm just done. That's just one small factor is my age. The big factor is I don't want to go through the baby stage again, even though babies are super cute. A scientist in makeup says, I thought I wanted a large collection, but it's really overwhelming. I have to actively tell myself to use products. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bridget says, Jen, you do not look that old. Oh, thank you. Gina says, repeat number 2 question. Company contacts that only wants a positive review to send products. Thoughts? I said I will always be honest first and foremost. Is it normal that they ask that now? It's not normal, but sometimes it does happen. I actually had that happen very recently where it was a company that promotes for other companies. And they, she might even be watching this, the owner of that company. Hi, I'm going to email you back. But the way their wording was on their page made it sound like to brands that they were guaranteeing positive reviews. So I emailed her back and I said, hey, just so you know, I don't do that. There's so many channels out there and I wish you the best of luck, but I don't do that. But she emailed me back and they changed the wording on the website and they have an event coming up that they wanted me to go to. So I'm thinking about going. It's local, so I'm thinking about going to that. But yeah, I just basically say no. No, never. I will never do that. The only way I would do a guaranteed positive review is if the product was tried and true. I had tried it and it was already going to be a positive review whether they paid me or not. That would be the only way I would do it, is if I genuinely, truly felt that way before I agreed to even do it. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't be the money that would make me do that. It would be the product itself. But I've never, like if that's never happened, it probably never will happen. Usually I just say no, thank you. There's so many channels that'll do it. Guaranteed positive reviews. So many channels. You really have to go with your gut on that. Steph wants to know Crayola palette review. Yes, I'm doing it. It's on the way. I ordered it. I ordered that, and then I ordered their color switch that they have, and then I ordered one more thing that I can't remember. But I ordered 3 things from them. Six Espinoza says me and my guy are getting his vasectomy reversed because we are going to have a baby. Oh, congratulations on your efforts. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, Hot Mess Mama MD is here. Hello, hello. Let's see. A Street says, I love the nail polish review. Bought several colors. Any more nail polish reviews in the works? No. I rarely do them because they don't seem to be of high interest. People say, oh, you just do it for the views. Well, if it's not getting views, and obviously people that are subscribed to me aren't really interested in it. So yeah, the views really makes a difference in that's how I know what people are liking. The nail polish videos don't seem to gather a lot of interest, so I don't really plan on doing a lot of nail polish videos in the future. Just know that I love julep nail polish. Those are my favorites. Get them on, join the Julep Maven program if you're interested in those, because you will get them way, way cheaper than full price. They do really cool mystery boxes too, where you can that's where I got a lot of my nail polish. I mean, you can see like my big nail polish rack. A lot of those are Julep, and it's mostly from being part of their Julep Maven program. Let's see. Julie says, I think you should start a tag for the YouTubers to make videos to raise up the underdog YouTubers. What do you think? I kind of did. No one's biting. Chris Ann is here from Chris Ann Cosmetics. She says, I don't like the baby stage. You can just skip to age 5, please. I know. So I have a little friend. Exactly. Courtney's going to be 40 this summer. Me too. We'll be 40 together. Let's see. Jennifer says, have you guys ever been on a cruise, or any other members? We're thinking about it. I have no idea where to go. I get seasick, so I've always been scared to do a cruise. So I've never been on a cruise because I get motion sickness really easily. I get motion sickness in the car. Like if I try to edit in the car, like while we're on a trip, I can't do it. I get sick. If I look at my phone too much in the car, I get sick, especially if my husband's driving like a nut. So I've been scared to go on a cruise. And people tell me, you can't feel it and all this stuff, but I've just been scared to do it. So we haven't done it. We do mostly road trips. Yeah, someone said the Crayola palette. Yeah, it's called the Crayon Case is the name of the brand, and it looks like a crayon box. Gigi wants to know what type of videos get the most reviews. My favorites are your reviews and Sunday Makeup News. The most views, the videos get the most views are the ones that have the most drama. It's the truth. I mean, anything having to do with controversy gets the most views. And I could make my entire channel about drama and me talking smack about things, and my channel would blow up because I have so much smack to talk. But I don't think that it's worth it. It's not fun. It's not fun to have drama associated with me. It's not worth my mental health. So I've learned to only, do controversial things that, I feel like the majority is going to agree with me with, to be completely honest. Well, and also things that I feel like are issues that I just want to stand up for, like the Tarte thing. I got a lot of crap for the Tarte video. I got, I think, over 300 dislikes on that video, the Tarte video. I think some people didn't listen because some of the comments underneath are like, you blah, 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 and you should say blah, 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 blah. And it's like the thing that they're complaining about is actually what I said in the video. So I don't think they watched. But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes I just need to stand up for things I believe in. But as far as creating unnecessary drama on my channel, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not worth it. So those get the most views. And then my review videos on products that are coming out, high-end products, get the most views probably after that. And What's Up in Makeup. What's Up in Makeup usually gets a lot of views, the main show. And then if there's a really good headline in a Makeup Minute, those do pretty well. But overall, it's mostly the reviews, What's Up in Makeup, but most of all, anything having to do with drama. So, but, I mean, people love the drama. People love the drama. Positively Catatonic says Julep or Ipsy. They're very, very different. That's going to be a personal preference thing. With Julep, I like the flexibility of Julep, that you get to pick what you want. As long as you log in during a certain window, you can pick the items that you want, which is great. Ipsy, you don't get a choice. Julep's more expensive. Ipsy, you get little smaller samples. You don't get full size, where Julep you get full size. But Julep, you only get Julep products. But Julep products overall are very good. So I feel like bang for your buck, Julep. But if you want to try a bunch of different brands, Ipsy. If you want something less expensive, Ipsy. But I've been a Julep subscriber forever. Forever. I also like that you can skip a month of Julep too. Lori wants me to talk about Jeffree. I am not talking about Jeffree Star. There's no point in talking about Jeffree Star. Oh, you're talking about like as far as like drama videos? That's the thing. I talked to Tabitha, it like hurt my heart to put him in the thumbnail this week, but I mean, I want people, that's what's happening. That's what's relevant, So that's what we did. I even said to her, I was like, it hurts my heart. I gotta put him in the thumbnail. But as far as like the things that we had, I mean, that was the most thing that I thought people would be most interested in. So that's what I put. And I've always wanted to say Clock at the House. So I'm like really happy that I got to say Clock at the House. Because I do really like watching Rich Lux. I know that there's a lot of, things surrounding him. People like him or don't like him. But I personally, I enjoy watching Rich Lux. I watch drama channels. I'll admit it. I do. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I'm not going to hide it from you. I watch Here for the Tea. I watch Rich Lux. And I watch Peter Mon. I don't watch anybody else. Those are my three favorites. I do watch drama channels. I want to know what's happening. And the thing is, I go to Reddit and I read what people are talking about on Reddit because I want to know, what people are interested in. What kind of videos are people interested in? What do they like? What do they not like? I think that's important to kind of keep your finger on the pulse and, knowing the mistakes that people are making and making sure that I don't make those same mistakes is important to me. And the best place to find that is drama channels. So I do it for a personal reason along with just being nosy. I mean, I'm human. So Erica says, hi, love your channel, although I don't have access to almost none of the products you mentioned. Aww. I'm wondering what country you live in that you don't have access to them, but I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. I think that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Rosanna says Here for the Tea is so weirdly therapeutic to watch. I definitely don't find her channel therapeutic. I can say that. Oh, and Sanders. How could I forget Sanders? I watch Sanders too. Sanders is an old friend of mine from a long, long time ago. Sanders and I haven't talked much in the past year. But Sanders. I forgot about Sanders. How could I forget about Sanders? He's the one that started it all. He did. I was there for it. He started the beauty drama channel. And, yeah. He didn't start the drama channel, but he started the beauty drama channel. Yeah, hi Sarah. Sarah says, this is why I could never do a YouTube channel. I don't like the drama. Yeah, it's definitely drama whether you want it or not. It's there, man. Sometimes very unintentionally, you know. Sarah, I met on my road trip a while back. Oh, Natasha says, so annoying when people do sucking up reviews because they're told or want to stay on a PR list. So many do this, unlike you. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, especially like there's some bigger YouTubers, which I cannot name, and I'm sorry to do that, but I'm not going to call anybody out because I think that would be very rude of me to call people out. But if you know, there are certain people that they only do, I mean, like every single video where they get something sent to them, it's positive. Every single one. And, you know, I'm like watching negative things happen and they don't say anything about it. And it's like, really? So that's how it is. Why bother watching these videos? Why bother if all you're going to do is just talk about I mean, I get it, and they can do whatever they want on their channels, but it's just not my personal taste. I mean, maybe it's personality. Maybe they enjoy the person's personality, and that's why they watch, not because they want to get a review. But I'm a very research person. I love research. I love facts. I love, you know, looking into things and, you know, finding, finding out what the truth is on something. And like, I don't watch YouTube videos. For the most part, I don't watch them. Like, if they're presenting information to me, I want it to be factual. If they're going to entertain me, fine. But I can't watch someone knowing they're not giving me factual information. I can't watch a video for entertainment, you know? I can't. I feel like it messes with my head because I don't want to remember something, you know, that they mentioned something positive when it's obvious that it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, it bothers me. But everyone has a right to watch whatever channels they want to watch. It's me. Says, hi, Jen, good morning. What's your opinion of Paula's Choice skincare products? That's one of my favorite skincare brands. I love Paula's Choice skincare. I do. I love them a lot. And full disclosure, they do send me products. I'm on their PR list, but I do really love their products. I feel like I wish that there was a way for me to test them individually without the use of other products. This is why I don't really like reviewing skincare. I don't like reviewing it. I just got an offer to do a couple of sponsor videos for another skincare brand, a big skincare brand, and I'm thinking about it, you know, because I do want to try the products. I'm really genuinely interested in them. They're offering me a really, really nice, you know, situation there. But the hard part about reviewing skincare is that, you know, everything you're using interacts with the other things you're using. And in a skincare routine, you're using multiple things. So it's really hard to tell what's causing whatever results you have. So really the best way to know whether something's, you know, working is when it's not working. You know that it's not working. You know what I mean? But if something is working, it's hard to know what's causing it to work. So I try not to do skincare reviews. I might just do it and just present the ingredients without like solid results because they're not giving me a lot of time either to test the products. They're not giving me a sufficient amount of time to tell you whether they work or not. So I might just present the information as far as the ingredients because I've been getting a lot of requests for, you know, how to find products with good ingredients, like what ingredients to look for on the label. So I might be able to use these products in that way because they're giving me full creative control. So instead of like talking about whether it actually works, just focusing on the ingredient part, which might be doable. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Skincare is so hard. But with Paula's Choice, I have a video where I used a routine of their Resist line and you could see noticeable differences. And now that I'm like off of all of the things that have been sent to me, I'm going back to my Paula's Choice. That's what I'm using mostly now. I have the toner. I used the exfoliation, the chemical exfoliator last night. It's fantastic stuff. The ingredient list is on point. It's on point. I know there are some people that have had bad experiences with it, but all my experiences with Paula's Choice stuff has been positive. But I don't have sensitive skin either. Carmen says, hi, Jen. Thank you for your thorough and in-depth skincare reviews. Between you and Stephanie Nicole, I've learned so much about what ingredients are going to give me the best results. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Charlie wants to know if Philosophy is good. On the whole, no. On the whole, a lot of Philosophy products are not good. They have a lot of them have alcohol in them. A lot of them are loaded up with things that don't really do much, like texture ingredients. You'll see glycerin a lot, which is a good ingredient, but then there'll just be a bunch of like textural, to help with the consistency of it. And you won't see any actual skincare stuff until way later. One thing you can watch out for that I do is phenoxyethanol is a very common preservative. So look where the phenoxyethanol is, and then anything after that is probably going to be a negligible amount of an ingredient. And I've noticed a lot lately, especially with different skincare brands, that the good ingredients are like way at the bottom after the preservative. And that's kind of how I know whether something's good or not. But usually, honestly, like the philosophy products that I've looked at, don't have a lot of skin benefits. But I'm not saying that all of them, because I haven't looked at all of them. I can't say all of them, but the ones that I've looked at. And I can't tell you off the top of my head which ones I've looked at specifically. But yeah, just check out the ingredient list. Google the first 5 ingredients and see what you find out. Environmental Working Group, though, be very careful because they sometimes have a lot of scare things in there that are based on the studies that they base them on, or sometimes a little shaky on how they would apply to a cosmetic product. So they may like put a 50% concentration on a rat, over a period of, a month or something, and put them under direct sunlight. And that's how they found out that it was bad. You know what I mean? Like something that would never happen in cosmetics. So just be careful with EWG. The best site that I've found is, what's it called? Hold on a minute, let me find out what it's called, because I always forget what it's called. Truth in Aging. There you go. Truth in Aging is really, really good. That's a fantastic website for looking up ingredients. Gigi says, poor rat. I know. I agree. Poor rat, absolutely. Fear Next, Courtney says, I think Paula's Choice reviews are useful with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, where I think you might be going with this is that everybody's individual results vary. And I think that certain lines seem to be the most effective. Like I personally love the Resist line, but I've never tried any of their other stuff. And also I have normal skin. So what works for me and my normal skin with my anti-aging concerns is different than what someone with oily skin or acne prone skin or dry skin, what their experience would be with their other lines. You know what I mean? So you definitely have to take any skincare reviews, any makeup reviews, you have to kind of take with a grain of salt and try to apply it to your own situation. Whitney wants to know, will you do a video on what skincare lines you would use? Right now, the big ones that I can recommend from personal experience are Paula's Choice and Best Damn Beauty by Nicole Guerrero. Those are my 2 favorites at this point. Everything else I've tried has just kind of been okay or bad. Oh, it just skipped down. Serafina says, what age do you think you should start wearing anti-aging products? I would say as early as possible. Once you're an adult, I'd say, even at 20, 18, 20, it can't hurt. The Aristotle says, go to your derma. Yeah, definitely go to a dermatologist. Absolutely. Oh, Carolyn Herons, yeah, she's awesome. She's on Twitter. She was answering questions for people on my Twitter, which was awesome. Arden Thornberry says, do you have any advice for college students who love makeup? I want to try new stuff, but I just can't afford it. College students who love makeup. Let's see. I would say follow Fear Nix and look at the indie brands. I think that's a good place to go, because a lot of times you can get stuff that's really, 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 really good quality for less expensive than you would pay for the high-end stuff. Watch a lot of reviews and just be really selective about what you're buying. I think that's part of it. Jessica Braun's a great channel for drugstore products that are really, really good, and just kind of seeking out the lower price things that are also high quality. I think that's really the best thing you can do. In college, I was definitely on the Lipton noodle diet in college. So I totally get it. I get it. Let's see. ColourPop and Shop Hush, Hot Mess Mama MD says yes. That's a good idea. Yeah, and Hot Mess Mama MD, if you didn't see my video, she has the video on a lot of videos on the Shop Hush products for the dupes. It's a great idea. Thank you. It's Me says, Jen, what do you think of Beautypedia reviews? Do you find them true to your own experiences with the product? I really haven't been over there a whole lot. But I think anytime you have a mass of reviews, because honestly, I haven't really looked over there. I don't know much about Beautypedia. I should look that up and see what in the world you're talking about. I've heard of it. People are going to be like, you've never used Beautypedia? What kind of person are you? Let me look and see. I have to put my eyes on it. I'm looking. Let's see. It's loading. Yeah, I haven't really looked at this site. I mean, I think that any reviews, you have to read multiple reviews no matter the source. You know, reading multiple reviews I think is important. You know, and oh, Beautypedia is by Paula's Choice. Oh, thank you so much, Courtney. I appreciate that. I take Paula's Choice information on their site with a grain of salt because they are a retailer. Anytime you have a retailer telling you that ingredients are good, you have to take it with a grain of salt because they're, of course, going to recommend ingredients that they use in their products. So, you know, if I use, yeah, she says the same thing, Courtney. There you go. I didn't realize it was by Paula's Choice. Yeah, you have to, so what I would do is I would cross-reference anything you learn from anywhere on Paula's Choice. I would cross-reference that with Truth in Aging, with EWG, with, you know, a bunch of other sites. You know, Google it, find other places where they talk about it and cross-reference that information and see if you can get things to match up. That's what I usually do is I look at a bunch of different places. Fab After 5 says, do you think it's worth starting a beauty channel with all the saturation? Does one have a fighting chance to be successful? I think it's how you define your success. You know, do you define your success as being at, you know, Nikki Tutorials, Jeffree Star, Laura Lee, Manny MUA level? Or do you define your success as growing a community of people who appreciate the information that you have to offer and it's not about the numbers? If it's not about the numbers, I think you should totally go for it. If you're trying to be here and that's your only goal because you're trying to make money and you're trying to be famous, I would say don't do it. It's not worth it. Unless you've got some kind of like magical idea that makes you incredibly unique, I would say it's not worth it. But if you just want to create videos because you love doing it and because you want to share, you know, your ideas and you want to create a community and communicate with people and express yourself, absolutely do it. It's just what is your goal? You know, what's your goal? So that's where I'm at with it. But you can't start a YouTube channel because you're trying to make money. I had somebody contact me. They said they started a YouTube channel because they needed money and they wanted me to promote the channel because they need money. I was like, no, that's not going to work because I mean I think they might have had one video. And it takes so long to make money. And the thing is you can't even make money at this point. If you start a new channel right now and you can't even make money till you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of video. So even if I promoted this person, even if I said, hey, check out this channel, she needs money, she's still not going to make any money. She's not going to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, you know, especially the 4,000 hours off of just my shout out. So it's not even worth it. And even when you do get to that 4,000 hours and the 1,000 subscribers, then you have to continue to create content that makes money, you know, and it's going to be slow. So it doesn't even make any sense. Lupe says, Jen, please don't do the ridiculous mixing on my foundations video. I've seen some of them. They're cute, but I'm not doing it. I don't really do the gimmicky, like, and I guess gimmicky might not be the nicest word, but I don't really do a lot of those. Maybe that's why my channel is not growing, because I don't do those, like the glitter, you know, full face of glitter challenge and the mix your foundations challenge. I mean, no shade to anybody that does them. I think, you know, they get a lot of views. You know, if your audience likes something, then go for it, you know, do it. But I don't really do that stuff. So no worries, Lupe, I'm not doing it. Michelle says, Paula's Choice doesn't always recommend her line over others. Beautypedia is a separate component. That's great. That's awesome. And good for her, for the brand, not recommending their line over others. That's cool. But I still take it with a grain of salt, though. That's just me. I mean, I'd rather be overly skeptical That's just the way I feel. I feel like I'd rather be overly skeptical than to, than to overly trust. That's just the way that I feel. But thank you for that. Let's Be Real Kay says, your channel is growing. Everyone I've talked to loves you. Yeah, my channel is growing well. I mean, it's not blowing up, but it's doing well. I mean, I almost doubled subscribers last year, which to me, shows that people are enjoying what I'm doing. So I'm happy about that. I'm definitely not complaining in any way. I'm not complaining. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining, because I'm not at all. At all. I'm very happy. So... The Aristotle says, I wish you and Jeffree Star could be friends. I don't really see that being a match. Like, how you see people and it's like, I don't think we'd get along very well, to be completely honest. I don't think we would get along. We're at totally different places in our lives where we're not of the same mindset on a lot of things. I don't think we would get along. If he gave me a shout out, I'm sure I'd get a lot of subscribers, but I don't think that I could be friends with him. I don't think he's my kind of people, And this is just from his public persona. I don't know him personally, but I can't really see that ever happening, even if it was an option. Gigi wants to know if I'll buy the new Jeffree Star palette. No, I'm not going to buy that. It's not my thing. Plus, the color scheme isn't my thing either. Kate, I've been asked this a lot lately. It's actually, we're an hour in, so I'm just going to answer this one more. Kate Evans says, at what age do you think it's appropriate to start wearing makeup? I think that it's a personal choice between the parent and the child. My daughter doesn't care about makeup. She's not interested in it. She has no interest at all in makeup. But I started wearing makeup at 13. And I feel like it's whatever the comfort level is with the parent and the child, but I think that's the intention behind it that's important. Why does the child want to wear makeup? Do they have acne and it makes them self-conscious and they want to use some concealer to cover up their acne? Or, and the parent and the child agree that this is something that's important to them? Or is the parent very much into trying to help the child embrace who they are, acne and all? I think it's a cultural thing within the family of where we're going with it. I think that if it gives, for me personally, with my child, if it's something that she enjoys and has fun with, then I would definitely, at 12, 13, if she wanted to start wearing makeup, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But if the point of wearing makeup is to get the attention of boys, that's something that I would personally have an issue with my child. I think that it shouldn't be about that. It should be about self-expression. It should be about, feeling happy with yourself and enjoying the way that it looks on yourself. And if it makes you happy in your heart to wear makeup and you look at yourself and feel like it makes you, more confident, I have no problem with that at all. I feel like anywhere under 12 is a little bit, it's kind of pushing it. Like when I used to teach, we would have some fourth graders sometimes come in with full face of makeup. We had a couple of kids that I taught like that, which I thought was a little bit young because I feel like full face of makeup at that age and the way that the girls were, I didn't think it was a good idea. But I respect the parents' right to allow their children to wear whatever makeup they choose. It's their kid and they have a right to do whatever. But for me personally, I think that as long as the mindset is there for a personal reason and not an external reason, like it's all about something for themselves and not about trying for someone else, then I feel like, 12, 13, I have no problem with it. That's just me personally. A little bit of eyeshadow and a little bit of lip gloss at 13. I was wearing black eyeliner at 13. I was like rimming it out. It was 1991, man. Ricky Rocket and Headbangers Ball. All right, I got to pop off here. We got to mix, I didn't eat any breakfast yet. Make sure my kids are good. We got my daughter's concert today. If you're enjoying the Super Bowl, have fun, be safe, eat some chips, enjoy yourself, some nachos, some chip and dip, a little bit of football food. Enjoy that. If you're not in the States, have a great day, whatever you choose to do. If you don't watch football, have a great day. Enjoy whatever you choose to do. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'll be thinking about you. Bobby, keep me updated on your daughter, please, because I need to know what's happening. Feel free to email me at jenluvsreviews@gmail.com. Keep me updated because I want to know how she's doing. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. again, thanks for being here. If you have any requests for future chats, I would love to hear them in the comments below. Take care. Mad love. Bye.